So if you guys have tuned into my channel, you know that this week is discontinued week, and it's going to flow until next week because I had a lot of extra discontinued fragrances that I bought recently, as well as this week started late and I also interrupted it midweek. So we're going to be doing another discontinued fragrance today and then 2 more next week, as well as the full video giving you my top 5 discontinued fragrances in my collection, as well as their alternatives to buy right now. So today in this video, I'm going to be going over one of my favorites and my wife's favorite fragrance, and this is by Hugo Boss. It is Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. So without further ado, let's get it. Alright my dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fragrance video and another discontinued fragrance. Continuing the trend of the discontinued week. I started it on Tuesday and interrupted it, so it's going to go until next week. I have 3 more, I believe, that I picked up in the last month. I did so far Polo Red Extreme, Amen Pure Havane, and 1 Million Privé. So go ahead and check those out, and I also have 2 others coming up. Today in this video, it's going to be about a fragrance that I absolutely love, that is probably the best in the line. Actually, it is. And it's my wife's favorite fall fragrance by Hugo Boss. It is Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum. Before I get into the video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for future notifications, and if you do like my content, consider following me on Instagram and TikTok under FragranceDoud or at FragranceDoud. So I'm just going to get straight into this without beating around the bush or anything like that, rambling like I do in almost every other video. I'm going to spray this on a tester. And then I'm also going to let you guys know that if you want to find this fragrance, it's actually quite easy. Tune into the end of the video. I'll tell you some tips on doing so. But I'm also going to give you the note breakdown here. The top notes for Boss Bottled Intense are apple, orange blossom, and bergamot. The mid notes are cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, geranium, and lavender. And the base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, coumarin, cedar, and vetiver. So I have the original Boss Bottled here. I have sprayed them next to each other to see the differences. I know a lot of people hyped this up for quite a long time. I didn't get around to it until recently because when it was out, I was trying out a bunch of new fragrances and I didn't have it at my Macy's for some reason. And if they did, they had it hidden in the drawer and I just never paid attention. I wasn't watching fragrance videos back then. So with that said, this was discontinued like a 1.5 years or so ago. Boss Bottled Intense, you can still find it on discounters from time to time, but there's also better ways. Again, I'll tell you at the end. So compared to the original Boss Bottled, the best way to put this is it's deeper, darker, richer, and warmer, and it lasts longer. So there is the plum that's in the original Boss Bottled that is not in this fragrance. They replaced that in the opening with the orange blossom. You do still get that apple note. You still do get that cinnamon. You still also do get some warmth and some like apple pie type accord that you get, if not more so in this one. I actually don't get much of an apple pie accord like people say in the original. To me, it's more of like a fruity apple. But in this one, it's warmer, it's deeper, it's darker, it's richer. Those are any type of word you can think to have just more of a fall version of the original, because the original Boss Bottled you could wear all year round, anytime, whatever. This one, while I would still wear it at nighttime all year round, it's more of a fall and winter type because it's darker, deeper, warmer, and richer. So when you first spray this on, you get that apple, you get that cinnamon. You also do get some of this freshness from that orange blossom and bergamot. They do dissipate very quickly though, so again, in the opening, you might say, hey, this is actually a fresher version of the original because that orange blossom gives a little bit almost like of a fruitiness and a little bit of a floral backbone. And then you get that bergamot, but the bergamot's more of nuance. And then again, after about 5 to 10 minutes, they're almost barely noticeable. Once you do get further into it, you get some fresh spiciness coming in from the cardamom. Sorry, my dog ran by me. And then you get some cloves and cinnamon, really do pulling up, giving it even more of a spiciness. So without throwing you guys through a loop or confusing you too much by saying that it might be different, have different notes, the Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum, it still does smell very similar to the original. So it is the closest in the entire line of any Boss Bottled to the original. Some people say Boss Bottled Absolute, which is a good alternative, but I still think that the Eau de Parfum Intense is definitely the closest to the original. I will get the performance out of the way here just to let you know. As you know, when I was in high school, like 20 years ago, when this was first released, it lasted like 7 to 8 hours. It projected for like 3. It was so nice. Reformulated it to death, and while it does still smell like the same Boss Bottled, it doesn't last as long. It's only about an hour of projection, moderate, and then it's gone off your skin, and it's like there for like 3 to 4 hours at max. With that said, I still wear it, but with this one, they really did improve on everything. People say they get like 10 hours. I definitely don't get 10 hours. I get about 6 to 7. And I think that is great for this type of fragrance, at least because of the price that you were paying back in the day, $40 to $50. You get about, again, 6 to 7 hours. And with that said, you do get above average projection for the first 2. Then for the 3 and 4, you get about a personal bubble. And then for the remainder of the fragrance, it's a skin scent. But with that said, I love it. It's not going to be a room filler. It's not going to be like a spice bomb infrared or anything like that. It's just going to be a beautiful, warm, deep, rich fragrance. And getting back into the fragrance itself, again, you have that apple in the opening, and they just replace some things. They have that orange blossom and bergamot, giving it a little bit of freshness. Then that goes away. You still have that apple floating through the whole fragrance, and that cinnamon. You just get the apple, the cinnamon, mixed with this, and this. Again, the orange blossom and bergamot. Then you get some cloves. Then in the base, you get some cedar, some vanilla, and some sandalwood, which really does give it like a creamy woodiness. So you take that apple and that cinnamon and make like a creamy vanilla apple cinnamon. So picture that. It's like a warm apple pie with ice cream. It doesn't really come off gourmand like that, even though it does have like a gourmand feel to it. So like it's a fragrant apple, vanilla, cinnamon mixed with some woods. From that cedar, and that sandalwood even provides a little bit more of a creaminess. It also does feel like there's a little bit of musk there in the base as well. I'm not sure if that was in the notes or not. I don't remember what I read. But overall, Boss Bottled Intense, fantastic fragrance. One that you can pick up. So I was telling you that you could pick it up at certain prices. Well, I got this for, I think it was $58, and this is the 50 mil. They normally run, if you hop onto eBay and you want to buy it right now, it's about $90 for the 50 mil and $130 or a little bit less than that for the 100 mil. I don't recommend paying that because I've been watching for about 3 months and I got this for $58. I also saw 100 milliliter for like $80. If you just be patient, as well as like 1 million Privé, maybe not the Pure Havane because it's really popular, but you can find any of these if you just pay attention for like a month or so on whether it comes on discounters randomly or if pay attention to my community tab. If there is anything like that, I'll post it. But you can find this. I know one of my subs just got 2 or 3 bottles of them, and they were like $70 or $60 each. So just pay attention to eBay if you are okay with eBay, or one of my subs does Reddit. Boss Bottled Intense is definitely worth under $100. I wouldn't pay over that, at least I don't think. Maybe like $110, $120 if it's the 100 milliliter. But I would just wait because you can get it for cheaper if you just wait. Whether it's from eDiscount Perfumes or Beauty Outlet, there's a lot of really good places on eBay that are legit sellers that come out with these things pretty much at what they were at retail. So overall, if you just want me to I'm just going to give a brief summary. It has a little bit of a freshness mixed with that Boss Bottled DNA. It's richer, warmer, deeper. It has a little bit more of a spice. You get that cinnamon, you get that apple, you get some cloves in there. That bergamot and orange blossom dissipate within the first 10 minutes. And then you get that clove coming in. Then as that really just blends with the cinnamon, some vanilla and creamy sandalwood comes in, and a little bit of musk and woods. And then that is what you have. It's a beautiful, sweet, Boss Bottled version that has a warmer, deeper, and longer projection and longer longevity. That is I could literally have just done this video in 2 minutes. I'm just trying to get the ad space. But yeah, really nice fragrance. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. It is a woman pleaser as well. It's a panty dropper. No. So with that, that's cringe to me. So with that said, let me know what you guys think about this. If you own it, if you've been searching for it, if you need help finding it, please let me know. I always like helping people find things. I can find it probably for you within like a couple weeks for a good price. So Boss Bottled Intense Eau de Parfum, the way to go. I'm going to try to find 100 milliliters soon before the prices even get more high. So let me know in the comments, and like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with another one.